Dang, it's been so hard to cook good food this quarantine.
Today on Jake Will Cook That, we're making corn tacos. No more boring, teen. It's time for a gorgeous teen. Right now you can find this at any Whole Foods store. Make sure your meat is very dry. You don't want too much splattering going on in the pan. That's what happens when oil and water mix. Season with coarse salt and pepper. The reason I say coarse is because it creates a beautiful crust, just like they do in the restaurants, and you can't achieve this at home without coarse salt and pepper. Once your pan is hot, add in some vegetable oil. When the oil begins to smoke, that is your cue to put the lamb in, always facing away from you. While your lamb is searing, slice a medium white onion. When I flip the meat, I like to almost use it as a sponge, sort of just to clean the pan. And at this point I like to throw in the thyme just so it doesn't burn, but it still brings out the flavor. You're going to take your lamb out after like 4 minutes, just once it's seared. You don't want to cook it, you're literally just searing it, giving it color, so it looks nice and gorgeous. Now throw your onions into the pan and let them mop up all the little brown bits from the meat. Hey, you see this fond right here? This is flavor. Into the pan goes a splash of red wine and half a bottle of pomegranate juice. Scrape the bottom of the pan to get all that flavor in, and throw in a decent amount of brown sugar in there, like a packed tablespoon. I'm putting the lamb back in and covering it with that flavorful onion mixture. And then I'm pouring in half a quart of beef stock. Now we're incorporating our spices, starting with bear, then allspice, then a little bit of coriander, and finally cumin. If you're missing any of these spices, don't sweat it, it will still taste delicious. Then I'm just breaking off half a cinnamon stick and throwing in a bay leaf. Lastly, 2 cloves of crushed garlic, and that's the whole shebang. You want to cover it tightly, ensuring the steam doesn't escape. And then it goes into your oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately 2.5 to 3 hours. After every hour, you want to baste it and fill it with more beef stock if necessary. Okay, so now we're going to be making our tzatziki sauce. I take an English cucumber, grate it, and as you're grating, turn it. Turn. You're going to add this much dill. So we're going to be using half a container of yogurt. Pour in about a tablespoon of lemon juice and a solid 2 teaspoons of oil. Then we're just going to take a garlic clove and press it. Then we're going to throw in a nice little pinch of salt, and that is your tzatziki sauce. The portion size really goes with double the amount of meat that I used. And just look how tender the lamb came out, as you can easily scrape it with a fork. Be careful to remove the meat without any thyme or cinnamon sticks. You do not want that in your final product. If anything, you can strain the sauce, whatever works. And we're simmering the leftover braising liquid to make it more like a sauce. You don't want it to be watery because that will just ruin your taco. Move the butter. Oh, butter, I forgot about butter. You can never go wrong with a little bit of butter, but always add it in at the very end for maximum richness. And then we're going to slice a red onion as thinly as possible and add it to a bowl of lemon juice, some oil, and some salt and pepper. Finally, just toast some corn tortillas over a direct flame, flip it when it bubbles. Take them right here. First we're going to spread on the tzatziki sauce, and then slap on a generous dollop of that lamb. You can see we've also got some picked cilantro, so we'll take a few of our lemony onions and just mix it in. Alright, that's our final product. Let's give it a taste. That is so good. So good right there. Ah, shut up. I just want to provide good comfort food for you during these rough times. I understand it's difficult. We're going to get through this. Let me know down in the comment section what your favorite taco is. Stay tuned for my next episode where we make the ultimate fish taco. Stay safe and stay tuned. Remember, Jake will cook that.